Hi everyone, so I'm back on the computer again and I'll be pulling up something shortly, but in my last video I did an unboxing of an indie title that was physically released through one of those small limited print run publishers. And it got me thinking that there's a ton of these websites nowadays for indie releases as well as some not so indie releases that I think a lot of people are not aware of. And so I'm very much a spreadsheet person. So what I did was I compiled all the sites that I was aware of that released either limited print quantities of certain games or websites that sell exclusive games of, say, collector's editions or things like that. So I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet here, and down in the description box I do have a link for anyone who would like a copy for their own reference. And I have 28 different websites listed so far. So in this spreadsheet, I wanted to compile websites that provide limited print run games as well as some other sort of things that I'll go into shortly. But what I mean by limited print run games, this means that a company either superimposes a cap of how many quantities are made and they won't make any beyond that cap. So for example, Super Rare Games does that. So if you go to their website here, so for example, if we look at Rogue Heroes, which is recently sold out, this is limited to 4,000 copies. And so they superimposed the maximum cap. And then you also have companies that have an open pre-order window, and they only make as many games as are requested during that time. And so they won't reprint after that production phase. And so I have 15 different websites that do this, that I've been able to find that are still up and running. If I'm missing any, please let me know and I could add them. These other websites down here do not do this. They don't cap how many they make. And they are also known to do reprints if there's demand. For example, NIS America does that for some of their games. They did that recently with Langrister 1 and 2, Ease 8, and some other titles. And the other reason why I wanted to include some non-limited print run websites is some of these also offer collector's editions. So sometimes they're just exclusive to these websites, or for example, like Xseed here, you could buy most of these collector's editions elsewhere, but they might have an exclusive pre-order bonus or something. So just wanted to note that in the spreadsheet as well. And I also wanted to note which websites will ship internationally. So most do. The only exception that I was able to find was NIS America doesn't ship internationally, but I think NIS Europe does. So there was that one. Same thing with this website, and then Xseed. I think they don't ship internationally. And then Xseed or Marvelous, I think as they go by in Europe. I don't think they have an online store, though maybe I couldn't find the link for that. So yeah, I just wanted to compile all these websites here, and I do recommend that you follow some of these companies' social media pages just so that you don't miss out on an announcement of a special indie game that they might have in the works. And towards the bottom of the spreadsheet, I also noted a few alternative vendors. For example, Best Buy sometimes carries alternative covers of some limited run games. Video Games Plus sometimes buys large quantities of some of these games to sell on their website. Depending where you live, they might be a cheaper alternative to get some of these, especially for some of these companies that charge shipping. So international shipping might be a little bit more expensive directly from these publishing company websites versus Video Games Plus. And also, if you miss the window of buying directly from the original websites, they might be an alternative option that would probably be a little bit cheaper than buying secondhand on eBay. P&P Games, another Canadian online retailer, I think they sometimes get games from limited run games and special reserve games. I haven't seen them sell other company games though. And I also list Amazon down here, but really I probably should do Amazon limited run games because they have their own Amazon storefront and they sometimes sell some of their games on there. For example, I think Ease Origin is regularly put on their storefront Amazon website. But yeah, that was this short explanation of the spreadsheet I compiled. If I missed anyone, please let me know. And again, I wanted to note that I haven't used all these websites, so I can't really verify how good they are. I've only dabbled in a few of these websites, so definitely look up reviews if you wanted to try them out, and look at their social media pages and see if people make posts about receiving their games. From what I could tell, most of these companies seem legit and people do receive their games. Some might take longer than others, so definitely do a little bit of research before committing to some of these. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you've tried out any of these websites and which ones are your favorite. And until my next video, bye guys.